Cardano ADA to $1,000. Hoskinson, ADA changes the world. Cardano ADA news today. Charles Hoskinson talks about Cardano ADA and the regulation aspect of it. What Charles thinks about the current U.S. government. He has made it a very important point to talk about how Cardano is actually going to change the way our society will run. Today we're going to talk all about what Hoskinson said about the crypto regulations and how ADA can change the world. So watch the video till the end, because today's video is going to be the bomb. Welcome to Cardano Land, your daily dose of Cardano. If you're interested in everything around Cardano, this is the place for you. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with all the Cardano news, predictions, and stay one step ahead in the crypto world. Make sure to hit the like button for us to provide you with more Cardano news. Don't forget to enable all notifications to join our weekly cash giveaway pinned in the comments. Before we get to our topic, let's take a look at the chart and see what the price of ADA is doing on the 4th of September, shall we? Cardano ADA has been in a bullish triangle since August 20th. The ascending green trend line of that triangle got confirmed 3 times during the life cycle of the triangle, demonstrating the importance of the trend line. Upwards for the flat baseline, $3.04 got tested once on August 29th. Price retreated quickly the day after, however, showing that short-term profit was taken and that sellers have this level marked up as a good entry point for them. The reason for this possible bull trap unfolding comes from 2 reasons. The first reason is the way buyers gain control. The green ascending trend line from July 20th was chopped up on August 30th and did not look very proper as an entry point. One good element to remember is that ADA could push above the 55-day simple moving average, SMA. But the risk to the upside is the triple belt of resistance hanging over the current price action. A daily close above $3.04 is so important because this will attract more buyers into the trade. The $3.04 level will then turn into support and act as a jumping point towards $3.40. If we do not get a daily close, this could indicate that there has been too much profit taking and that the trade is weakening. Sellers will try to push price action toward the green ascending trend line of the triangle again. A break lower could push ADA to $2.30. That's the level where the triangle started, and just above there is the monthly pivot at $2.35. Now let's get back to the topic. Charles Hoskinson, co-founder and CEO of IOHK, the company responsible for building Cardano, explained why he believes that the Biden-Harris administration could introduce cryptocurrency-related legislation in the coming months. Hoskinson made these comments during a video he released on his popular YouTube channel yesterday. Hoskinson started by mentioning that according to a breaking report by Fox Business, the Biden administration is in the early stages of developing a regulatory approach to the booming crypto biz. Charles Gasparino, who is a senior correspondent for Fox Business Network, presented his report yesterday to Liz Klayman, the host of the Fox Business program, The Klayman Countdown. Before we highlight some of Gasparino's remarks, it's worth pointing out that 2 days earlier, Gary Gensler was sworn in to be the new chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Anyway, Gasparino told Klayman, "Over the weekend, as you know, prices of Bitcoin started to tank dramatically, and it's more on this notion of a crackdown from the Biden administration. The Biden administration is in what's been described to me from people close to them as the early stages of developing a regulatory approach to the crypto market. It's being debated inside the Biden administration. From what I understand, SEC Chair Gensler is waiting for some direction from Treasury for the overall policy before he develops a more specific regulatory approach to crypto, which will likely be the types of enforcement actions he goes after." Gasparino also said that, "I do think crypto is here to stay. I don't think, based on the people I'm talking to, they're going to outlaw it. I just don't think that's going to happen here. Too many American investors are in this space right now. There will probably be more regulation." Here's something interesting that's going on at the same time. The SEC is debating whether to essentially approve a Bitcoin ETF. There's a huge debate at the commission level between Republican commissioners and the Democrats about this issue. I'm giving you the scuttlebutt of what really smart people, securities lawyers who deal with the commission, Wall Street executives who have to deal with the Treasury on this issue, are talking about. As for Hoskinson, here's why he believes that in the US, new crypto regulations are coming this year. Hoskinson said that there's no reality that a government as regulation-friendly as the United States government will allow an industry with a market capitalization of over $1 trillion to be unregulated or to live in this weird gray area of enforcement. The only reason why we haven't already seen comprehensive regulation in the cryptocurrency space is because of the political glasses of the last 5 years, 6 years of Washington. Nothing is getting down, and people have been fighting about everything from healthcare to immigration, and there hasn't been party unity. If we had a different Republican president in 2016, there would have already been regulation. If it was Jeb Bush or someone else, regulations would have been passed in the first 2 years while the Republicans maintained control of the House and Senate. Biden knows how to pass legislation. Now, what is causing the urgency here? The NFT revolution, the rise and soon the fall of Dogecoin. These types of things and the DeFi push that's occurred are creating a perception of Ponzi-like trading behavior, where a copy of a copy of a copy can have a $5 billion valuation for people overnight, or becoming fabulously wealthy, and the only way they can realize that value is for many retail investors to come in and purchase their tokens with the hope that the next group of people coming in will purchase their tokens for an even greater price. That's where our industry's at in many cases for many products, especially when we talk about products that are obvious copies of other products having high valuations. This is not normal for markets. There's an enormous amount of just craziness. Doge in particular, 94% of the supply is controlled by the top 1%. Every minute, over $4,000 worth of Doge is just printed out of thin air, with $2.2 billion per year permanently. It's persistent linear inflation. 10,000 tokens are produced every night. Hoskinson also said that there's no use in utility, there's no real development team, there's no vision mission, there's no goal to go and do something over a 5 or 10 year period. There's not this notion that people are buying a philosophy and they hope that philosophy will be realized. It's really just we're going to push it to $1 so we can all get rich. Well, tell me, who's in a better position to sell? The retail investor who's doing it on a cell phone app, or the insider who's well connected to the markets, who has a large position and can trickle sell it as it hits certain major market milestones? Whenever you see market patterns like that, what happens is the regulator gets involved, because they feel they have a moral responsibility to get involved. If you doubt me, look what they did with GameStop. Hoskinson concluded his remarks on this topic by saying that he believes that there will be a big discussion and hopes that the industry as a whole will rally and get involved and find a way to get out of it. He also feels that any crypto regulations in the US will not ultimately kill cryptocurrencies, and that they are here to stay and will be successful. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice, and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed towards bringing educational content to your doorsteps. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough, wide-spectrum research on the topic. And make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time on Cardano Land. Bye!